Hello again. Hey, Fireagatemark here. I have this piece of Slaughter Mountain Imperial that I wanna get carving. So I'm trying to decide where I'm going to start making my first cuts, what I want to remove, and the whole idea with contour carving is you're going into the valley where it's dark to lighten everything else up. Let's see. So I try to stay off the color for now. I can fine tune it later, but I'm going to be using coarser bits. So while I'm using coarser bits, I can be a little more aggressive in searching this whole area back here. Let's see. And I usually check under magnification, so it's good to be able to see through the lens of the camera. I'm looking with magnification now, but sometimes if you can't see very well what you're doing, you can also, I'll just lightly go through here. You can also take pictures of your stone, zoom in, take a picture, and then zoom in on the picture itself, and it'll give you a better idea of what you're going for. All right. That gives me the starting point. Those are my first cuts. So we're going to come in here and carve some Slaughter Mountain High-Grade Fire Agate. High-Grade Slaughter Mountain Fire Agate. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's get carving. I've also decided that in conjunction with that Slaughter Mountain piece, I'm going to work this piece of Mexican ghost color, this Aguas Calientes. So I'm just pencil marking. It's hard because it got polished, so it's just a recut because there's really no color on it, and there's some beautiful color underneath. So you see this dip? I'm just going to follow this dip. Whoops, sorry. It's kind of the nice thing about this pencil. I'll just work in this general area, and then I'll examine the stone and do it again. Alright, so I'll do these because I like to work more than one stone at a time. I'll do these in parallel. All right. Excuse me. All right, you can see that valley is starting to open up. I'm starting to peel through those layers. I am on top of this layer that's kind of orangey pink. Not quite where I want to be yet. Once that first green layer is revealed, then I'll know that I'm on top of it and it's time to slow down. But until that light green appears in the middle, then I'm pretty much okay. So the stone, there is an indent in the middle, and then it's like a little caldera. Then it rises on the outside. What you're seeing is the outside of the stone, like the outer rim of a volcano. The rest of it's still under here, waiting to be released. All right, I think we'll get right back to it. There we go. Ah. All right. You'll see we've made some serious progress already. We've removed a lot of that orangey brown, gone a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more work, but I'm going to be up close and personal with it, probably about 3 to 4 inches away, so I won't be able to film this portion. But we'll get back and circle around when I've made a little bit more progress. So I've been aggressively carving this one outward. You want to make sure you also inspect the stone while it's dry periodically. It'll give you some insights as to where to go. One thing you have to continue to remember is that this is a valley. So you're carving from the valley outward. For instance, this bubble, this is the top of the bubble. So I'm still going to, as I carve, I want to still remove this material. I want to remove this, and I want to expose down until I get to one of these blue or purple layers, or just above the blue or purple layer, and then work my way down in here. So the stone will be concave, deeper in the middle, wider on the outsides. So we're making like this little caldera of fire, Slaughter Mountain Fire. All right, so we've made a lot of progress. We were able to get down a little bit deeper and start to expose that first layer of purple. That first layer of blue and purple in there, there's multiples. I got down to the first, and that's my goal. So if I aim for that, if I accidentally go a little bit deeper, it's into these more beautiful colors. So this will be my top layer. So I just continue that and follow it around. I was able to open that up and expose the inside of that little valley. So That is the nature of contour carving. That's what you want to do. That's how you want to progress. You'll see it's deeper in the middle, so if you can see the lines, you can start to grind down toward the middle until you see color, and then you work your way out. And then you just make sure that you stay bubbles. So you shape them like that, and that's the part of the contouring. The second stone I was doing in parallel, let's see. This one is ghost color, ghost fire, purple blue, but it's got some potential. It's really actually opening up more than I expected it to, so it'll be interesting to see how it finishes off. All this work is going to be a little more up close and personal. I'll come back, we'll film some more of it when I'm going to polish, but this is detailed work. So alright, thank you so much for watching Mark's Minerals videos. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you, Amber J, my love. Thank you to the makers of Rancor and Syntec Inc. And thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night.